Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. And somebody sent me this and saying that the word blessing is too thin and they're going to try to cut it out and want to know how they could make it a little beefier. It's not a font anymore, so we're actually going to make a duplicate of it and move it over. I'm going to make a duplicate for two reasons. One, I'll be able to see later how much bigger we made it. I'm going to left click, right click, and now we have that. I am going to go here and you see that no welding tools came up. So we'll go to object and break the curve apart, and then we have a welding tool come up. And I'm going to put a boundary on it. And then I'm going to move it down. Let me tell you what, let me change my nudge factor to like 3. So, and just remember that we have to put it back. Well, we don't have to put it back. We're just making this word. So now we have a boundary. Now what we need to do, because we can contour the outside of this, but we also need to contour the inside to kind of make it proportionate. So let's look at this and let's take the Smart Fill tool and we need to fill in. And when we fill in, I'm gonna push the up arrow key to get them up. And there's an intersection right there we need to get. So just do all, and the reason I'm doing it one at a time, and that way I could see them all. Now we can left click, right click, and with these selected, we can go to object, contour. On this item, we want to go to the inside. Now it shows up, it's not contouring, so we need to go to object and group them together. And now we can contour the inside. I'm going to say 0.05 right now in red so we can see it. And that's what we get. Now, while we got the contour docker open, I'm going to go to the outside 0.01, and we have a contour outside. Now I need to go to object and break the contour apart. Same thing on this. I need to go to object and break the contour apart. But now I'm going to grab the red because I'm grabbing the inside. I'm going to nudge it over a couple of times, and I'm going to grab the outer one. And then I can nudge it up. Now it is going to, well, I missed one space right in there. We can do that real quick. I missed one inner part. And I'm just going to left click, right click, contour to the inside, break the contour apart. Whoop, still had this Smart Fill. Move that over and then move it up. And then, and you know, the thing like the E is so little, you might want to change that. It's very easily done. Just take the shape tool, probably have to click on it, go to object, ungroup it, get the shape tool. And it's thicker than a hairline right now. That's because we're going to change the whole thing in just a second. There we go. I just wasn't clicking on it. Well, you could actually, you know, what I have to do is zoom out and grab the whole thing and go to object and ungroup it all, or just ungroup it. Now get the zoom tool, take that little part, and let's just make that part of the E a little bit, because that's going to be a pretty strong piece. You could either not have contoured it or just, you know, play with this a little bit, and I'm not going to take the time to, like you could take out that couple of nodes, and that looks pretty good. Everything else looks pretty good. Then all I would suggest to do is take the Smart Fill tool, go and set it on black, and fill this in, and you get your word. And now what's so neat about this, we can nudge that Smart Fill off, and then we don't have to go that far, but then we can grab the original and just see what's different. Quite a bit different, a lot more beefy. I personally like the thinner one, but you know, if they're cutting it out and it's too fragile, you know, especially if these ends are too fragile, you could just make these ends thicker. But that'll work right there. The S is maybe a little bit too thick, but that's because we contoured them both. So you can try maybe just contouring the outside and not doing the inside. But just don't do the inside and just make your, well, this was our border, so we're going to go to the outside and contour it out. I'm just going to show you real quick. Go to Effect, break contour apart. I'm going to grab the center one and move it down. So this is the thicker one. And then all you'd have to do is, if you didn't want to contour the centers, just move them down. And we'll see how the S's look like this. See, because we didn't contour them, it might look a little bit better. Then take all this and left click, no fill, and then fill it in. That's even thicker because we didn't contour. Anyway, I think the top one's going to work. It's going to be plenty strong. Anyway, I hope that helped. Thank you for watching.